Hey guys, what's going on? It is Chris here once again looking ahead to today's pretty big slate for the 3rd of February. Once again, hopefully you guys all did pretty good last night. As normal, if you guys do go on to like the video, leave a like. I definitely do appreciate it. And also hit that sub button as well so you guys can stay up to date on all my videos. Last night, man, it hurt last night. We scored a 296, but we had three guys score under 15 points each. Um, yeah, so it was unfortunate. We had Kelly Oubre, which sucked, had 15. We had Terrence Ross at 11, and we had stupid Pascal at 4. So if this is a big if. Obviously, if Kelly didn't suck and had 28, if Ross would have got like 23 like he usually does, and Pascal even like 15 or 16 points, we would have scored in like the 350s to 360s, and we easily at least the tournament I was in takedown. So it was really unfortunate when the late game started, right? We had two guys left from the late game. We were up 20 points on the tournament cash line. And usually when you're up 20 points on the tournament cash line with two guys left, well, you're probably going to cash. Well, unfortunately, we missed cash because of Pascal and Kelly. So, yeah, it was very unfortunate, but like I said, still pretty dang good. We barely even missed cash in double ups with three guys absolutely sucking. So besides that, the rest of the line was awesome, man. We had Sabonis, we had Leonard, Kawhi Leonard, we had Jeremy Lamb, uh, Lillard, and a couple other guys as well, Ennis Cantor. So we had a really good line, just a couple unfortunate events. So it was a hard loss tonight. I know I'm talking about it, but it was a hard one. So unfortunately, the last 21 days that moves us to 13-8 with a tough loss tonight. But we are definitely going to get back at it tomorrow. Like I said, scoring a 296 with three guys going down, definitely it hurts, but also tells me that how strong our lineup is. So definitely looking forward to today's slate. So as normal, if you guys want to get in, check out our Twitter in the comment section below. All you need to do is go to that link, hit us up, give us a follow while you guys are there. Just message us, say, hey, we'd love to get in, and we will definitely help you guys out. So let's get into today's slate. That was my little rant. Like I said, I'm a little mad about that one. Anyway, we got Philly and Charlotte, 221 and a 7 spread. Let me see here. This one could be a blowout for sure. Didn't they not just play? No, they didn't. That was against. Maybe they did. Let me go look. Oh my goodness, my bad, guys. I thought they played. No, I guess they played Indiana. So, yeah, Joel Embiid is going to be back in this one. I don't have a ton, as we know. Everyone's ownership, usage rate kind of goes down when Embiid is back. I would definitely put in Embiid. He's going to have low ownership, and I think he can easily eat here. Definitely am worried about a blowout, but he could do pretty good. PJ Washington is out, so I'm not really sure who's going to start for him. When he was out before earlier in the year, I thought for sure McDaniels was going to start because he was the guy that started for him last year. But they went smaller. I think they started like Bridges or something. So we'll see what they do. I don't want to say, hey, pick this guy, because I'm not sure if he's going to start. Not the best matchup, but still don't mind going back to Cody Zeller. Not a great matchup against Miami on paper, but didn't too bad there. So overall, I don't have a ton. Like I said, if Terry's out, you got to go LaMelo, even if he may not be on the best spot in paper. We saw last time he was like 80% owned, and you kind of had to take the chalk there just because he was so well owned and he could go off at any moment. So didn't do too great. Had some foul trouble, but like I said, if Terry's out, you got to look at LaMelo. So Terry's out, LaMelo, and definitely don't mind Joel Embiid. No one's going to have him, and I think he could go off here. And I'm not sure who starts for PJ. Moving to our next one here, we have Indiana and Milwaukee. 232 in Milwaukee by 8. So on paper, should be a good one. Both these teams are, have some pretty good firepower to them. We got Brogdon facing his old team. I think he gets you about 38 to 40. Kind of a cash game play. Drew Holiday's getting up there. He's worth the look, but oh my goodness, I hate picking Holiday. Lamb, maybe go back to him if you want. I do like Middleton. 7'9" is pretty solid for that guy. So at 7'9", I would definitely pick him. Giannis and Sabonis. I would probably go Sabonis 88. I mean, Giannis and Sabonis are both worth a look, but 88 for Sabonis is pretty cheap. I know he's been kind of trash, but he was 13 for 15 last night. He was absolutely on one, so you could look at him for sure. It is a back-to-back for Indiana, so they could be a little tired. Turner is normal GPP play, so a couple from that one. That is a 232, so pretty massive total. Dallas Atlanta 224. I think this one could go over 224. I get Dallas plays a little bit slower, but I think this one could go over. I don't mind looking at Luka, but my goodness, he's 11-5, so I don't think his ownership should be too high in this one. You could definitely look at him. Another guy, Trae Young, I think he's way overpriced at 10-4. He could go off, but if he's going to get 49-50, I'm going to pay for someone else. So they kind of, FanDuel kind of jacked these guys' prices up over here. Josh Richardson, how's he doing since he came back? He had one good game. That was without Porzingis, I think. Hunter's out. Reddish, Herder may play extra. Gallinari, they're not really playing him a ton of minutes. Porzingis, I kind of nailed him last time. I knew he was going to have a good one here. Don't mind going back to the well on him. John Collins, I'd rather have Porzingis. And Centers Capella 8-8. That's a little much. So, yeah, they really overpriced that game for sure. With only a 224. If it was like a 229 to like 232, I'd probably have a little bit more ownership. Who knows? Maybe that one plays a little bit quicker. Clippers, Cleveland 216. Clippers by 9. I really don't have anyone. It is a back-to-back. Maybe George or Kawhi sits. Like I said, it hasn't happened too much, but who knows? Maybe one of them sits. If they don't sit, I really don't have anyone. Allen's worth a look if Drummond's out, but overall, George and Kawhi could definitely get their points in limited, 2.5 quarters. But overall, I don't really have anyone. I guess maybe Chetty's worth a look, but on paper, not a good matchup. Washington, Miami, 229, Miami by 8. So I wouldn't be surprised if Russell Westbrook sits here. He did play pretty big minutes the last 2 games, so if he sits, would not surprise me. He has not played a back-to-back this year, so keep that in mind. I don't know how many guys I really want from Washington side. Jimmy Butler, 8.5 is really dang cheap. I like him for sure. That's really it. I don't really have anyone else in this one. Beal's pretty dang expensive, so that's who we're looking at there. New York, Chicago, they just played. It wasn't that big of a total. I mean, it wasn't that great of a game. But I did nail Emmanuel quickly. Hopefully you guys played him. I don't mind going back to the well at him at 58. So I'm looking at quickly RJ Barrett and Randall. If I had to rate them, I'd probably go Randall quickly and RJ Barrett as my top 3 from Chicago. Barrett's more of like a wild card GPP play. Not a ton of upside. So that's why I would rank him last, just if you want somebody different. I do like Randall at 86, easily gets you 45 to 50. But besides that, I don't have too much. The only guy I would have from Chicago is Thaddeus Young. Dude has been absolutely killing it, man. He's playing like he's 20 years old. So Young at 5'8" is pretty good for sure. Houston, OKC, a lot of injuries in this one. Shea Gilgeous is out, George Hill is out, and John Wall is out as well. Let me go find that game. I'm probably looking right at it. There we go. All right, so Wall, George Hill, XM, Shea Gilgeous, they're all out. So right away, I think the steal of the day is Diallo, $4,300 with Hill and Shea out. I would expect him to start. If not start, he's still going to play about 25 to 30 minutes. So Diallo in a pretty good spot here against a fast-paced Houston team. Oladipo is going to be the main ball handler, so I don't mind looking at him. Eric Gordon at 4.9 without Wall is way too cheap. Had 27 against OKC. Like I said, he is a shooter, so if his shot's not on, you're screwed, but I think he's in a good spot. Wood, he's okay. I'd honestly rather have Randall, but you can look at him. And Horford, he's getting up there in his price. He's been absolutely killing it, but I don't like his minutes, man, 23 and 25. I don't like relying on someone that's going to play that low of minutes at 6,500, so I'll probably pass on him. That's what we got going on in that one. So a couple from that game. Minnesota, San Antonio. Man, San Antonio's been absolutely frustrating. Everyone's getting, pop, especially with DeRozan. And also they've been getting blown out the last 2 games against Memphis. Yeah. Aldridge is out, so Portal may get some extra minutes. Not sure if he starts, but he could get extra minutes. Rudy Gay may get extra minutes, but maybe only like 2 or 3. Pop doesn't really like playing Rudy at all. So overall, I really don't have anyone in this game at all. Maybe DeJounte, but not really feeling it. Maybe Naz, but he's 6'3". So that is it from that one there. Phoenix in New Orleans, 222. Phoenix by 2. So it should be a little bit slower. My goodness, Chris Paul's going off. Even when Booker came back, still shot 20 times. So I feel like he's feeling it right now. So maybe ride it right now. 8K still worth a look. He could suck. Just keep that in mind because he's been so hot. So I have a little weird feeling he could suck. But also, if he doesn't, he's in a pretty good spot. Booker's probable. I don't have a ton of him. Josh Hart's been playing a little bit better, playing a little bit more minutes, but he's not really usually a high usage guy. Let's see. If Adams is out, you can definitely look at Herdon Gomez. Everyone flooded to Jackson Hayes, but I don't know if I told everyone, but I said he's only going to play like 15 to 16 minutes usually, even when he does start. I think I said something like that. They just don't like playing him, and he was absolute trash. So Hernan Gomez definitely stepped it up. I don't like chasing a ton, but if you guys think he's going to get minutes again, if Adams is out, definitely don't mind looking at Hernan. My bad, guys. It's 2 a.m. But yeah, I don't mind looking at Hernan. But like I said, you're definitely chasing if you're going to go that way. But obviously, if Adams plays, don't like it. Boston, Sacramento are last one. Boston only by 1 and a 226. So Boston really didn't look that great last night against Golden State. So this one could play a little bit closer. We'll have to see if Kemba plays on the back-to-back. Keep that in mind. They are down Smart, so maybe they play Kemba. But usually he does not play back-to-backs early on in the season. So definitely keep that in mind. If he's out, I guess Jeff Teague, but I hate that dude with a passion, DFS-wise. Halberton could be worth a look. Brown's a little expensive, but it is a pretty high total, so these guys could get you a 40, 45. And Tatum, price ain't really there for me, but it's a 226, so I might have a little bit of exposure to him. And Daniel Theis has not looked too bad either. So one guy that got a lot extended minutes with Smart being out was Grant Williams. He's a small forward, power forward. He's what, like 6'6" or something. So he's a really small dude, not really a power forward, but he can literally play everywhere. So he got some extra minutes, and they slid him in there with Brown and Tatum. So I don't mind Grant, especially if Walker's out. I think he can get those minutes once again. Not a big usage guy, but at 3,500, you could definitely look at him for sure. And I think he is the one guy off the bench that probably should get about the same amount of minutes as he did last night. Whew, all right, gotta catch my breath. All right, let's see what we got going on. Let me see. Man, Luka's just not been great, huh? He's 11-5, and he's been scoring in the 40s. I get it's because of his name, so I don't know if I really want to go there. Like I said, if Rozier's out, I'm just gonna lock in Ball. If he's not playing, he's still worth a look, but 6'6" is a little much. But you could look at him. I don't think I talked about Melodone, but he's 48, little much. But Shea's out, so he could be worth a look. Right, nothing really down there. Let's go to Diallo. There's a little bit of value out there today for sure, so you can definitely stack your lineup. I feel like, and a lot of the studs are not in crazy good spots, so that's the only kind of downside there. Let's go Oladipo. If you want to go up to George or Beal, you can, but I don't have a ton of them. Go like this way. Which we got 61. Don't mind Randall. Giannis, not too bad either for a spend up spot. Let's see here, 54. I might change somebody up here. So I'm going to go GPP for you. We're going to go that way. We're going to take him out. We're going to go 61. It's not really GPP, but put him in there at 58. Gives you 2 spots, 62. Any cheap power forwards. Like I said, if you want to go Giannis, won't get him in this one, but you could definitely look at him. Like I said, this is GPP. So, like I said, we're just going to assume. Like I said, assuming is kind of bad in DFS, but we're going to assume that Grant gets the same amount of minutes. And we got a $9,000 player. We could go get not much. I guess Brogdon, maybe. Jeez, I don't really like that a ton. I do like the line, but I don't like Brogdon. I wish I could go somewhere else. If I get rid of LaMelo. Nobody I really like down there at all. Like, so you go look at Melodon, but it's not really a scorer. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Like I said, if you want to, put in Giannis, you can. Like I said, Grant Williams, GPP only. So play that with a grain of salt. I wouldn't go heavy on him. So, on paper, got quite a bit of value out there. I am liking tonight. Like I said, that's a risky word because anything can happen in the DFS. I like last night and see what happened. So, anyway, like I said, if you guys want to come join us, all you need to do is hit us up on our Twitter. That would be in the comment section below. Click that link, give us a follow while you're there, and message us, and we'll get you all set up. And if you like the video, leave a like. I appreciate it. And also hit that sub button as well if you guys are not following us. We do NBA Fanduel lineup advice videos almost every single day for you guys. So, if you guys could hit that sub button, definitely would appreciate it. So, alright guys, that is it. Should be a good one. Hopefully on paper, it's looking good. So we'll see how the end results are tomorrow. So, alright guys, thanks for watching once again. We'll see you guys a little bit later on.